So these spacers are going to go on the bottom of the strut here. So this is the little notch or the knob. There is a corresponding kind of cutout on the knuckle where this goes into, just so this doesn't rotate independently. So this is going to line up this spacer, at least right now. I'm just doing this to kind of show what this is going to look like. And then this spacer looks like it goes right here. So I guess I was a little bit off how much this is going to net me in terms of height. I thought these two stacked on top of each other, but they don't. So let me measure this with a caliper. So the battery on this thing is dead, but we go back to sliding ruler concept. About 7.5 tenths. You can't probably see it, but it's 7.5 tenths. So this is about a 3/4 of an inch. Okay, so this one's gonna go on first. It has the notch. It's going to line up here, just like that. And then this one is tapered. So the taper on the body here is pointing downward. So I'm going to do the same thing. There's a taper on the inside for where that taper fits in. And there's a taper on the outside here for where this meets with the knuckle. Just go ahead and slide that on. This anti-seize is LM508. I can also provide a link in the description. I think I got it on Amazon if I remember correctly. Again, I'm trying not to do anything that will require me to put this end on the ground, because there's the adjuster knob. Doing everything sideways on my knee. First thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to slide this bottom end into the knuckle, line everything up. And then use the jack to jack up the whole thing upward until the 3 holes here line up with the top, and then I'm going to put the nuts on. I have to go up here and make sure that the holes line up. So I got the holes lined up on the top with a little bit of doing, just jacking up the lower control arm. I'm just going to put the nuts on and tighten it all up. So now I'm going to torque the bolt on the knuckle to 60 foot-pounds. End link for the sway bar is at 48. Alright, now I'm gonna reattach all the wires to all the different hangers and the brake hose. So now that I'm done with the spacers, I'm going to put the car back on the ground, roll it around a little bit, and then check the right height. I have not adjusted the colors here at all yet. So one of the colors actually holds the spring, the other one is just kind of locks it in place. So I'm gonna go and see how much right height I would need to take out. I would assume I would need about 1/2 inch or so. So gonna check that afterwards. So this is how the car sits with the spacers installed. I haven't lowered it to the floor yet, but theoretically we should be 3/4 of an inch lower now. So we are around 15.25. Now that the car is on the ground, I can finally tighten the strut bar nuts. These are 13mm and I do them hand tight. And then I took the lug nuts to 84 foot-pounds, and then I'm going to go for a drive.